Hey ghosties, this is Harley.
And this is Candace.
And this is Haunted Through the Ages. So we have It 2017 edition playing on the TV right now. Candace has her eyes covered and she's facing the wall because she's scared.
It's barely started, and this fucking demon clown is in a fucking sewer taunting this poor little child.
So I think Bill Skarsgård's hot, so this doesn't bother me.
Can we take the makeup off? Then you'd be so much cuter.
You
can leave the hair. I'm okay with the hair. Yeah, and get rid of them fucking teeth too. Like,
yeah, the teeth aren't doing it for me. He's got a nice smile, and this kind of ruins it, but the rest of it's not that bad.
Teeth so big, you can give somebody a hysterectomy. I heard that on a I forget who it was. D.L. Hughley. I think it was D.L. Hughley that said that in one of the stand-ups. I was like, damn.
Holy shit. So today is Candace's birthday episode. It's about a week out. Very excited. So I thought it would be fun when I found out what her fear is to torture her with clowns today. And P.S. It was not my idea to put it on the TV.
It wasn't, but I figured, you know what? Let's go big or fuck. I can't say go home because I'm already home.
We're just going big.
We're just going to go big. Though I will tell you that I will not be jumping up and running towards the closet.
You know what?
I'm bolting out the fucking door because that's where the danger zone is.
I ran away from
You ran away from the danger. That's fine. But that danger is right there next to the closet on my TV right now. Yeah.
You just drug her into the sewer. She's not well. The old lady is not well. She's less well than you are right now.
It's true.
Even the cat's like,
the cat. The cat's like, what the?
So, what hot plans do you have for your birthday?
I am going up north and staying in the haunted hotel that I will be doing an episode on.
Ooh.
And the next day, I get to visit with my mom. And the next day will be officiating my very, 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 very best friend's wedding. So excited for her. It's been a long time coming. So I'm going to have to, it'll be a fast ceremony because, I have to make sure he doesn't bolt.
Get it done.
She was like fast and, simple. And I'm like, done.
Everyone's favorite kind of wedding.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, and the problem is I don't even know what his last name is. And I'm like, I should probably know that going in.
Who was I talking to? Was it Doug? I think it was Doug. He goes, I don't even know what Jen's last name is going to be. And they just stand there. I'm like, I don't think I do either. I don't think she's ever mentioned
But
it.
Honestly, I don't know if she's going to be changing her last name.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. She's kind of a modern type woman. So, I was super excited to change my last name because I hated my maiden name. I hated being affiliated with my maiden name. I hated everything that it represented.
Same.
So, as soon as I got married, and I, growing up, I thought, because my last name had 10 letters in it. I was like, I'm going to marry Smith or Jones. I'm getting the most simple last name. This is going to be perfect.
That didn't work out.
Oh, it did not work out. I went from 10 letters maiden last name to 10 letters married last name.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
You
I'll
know?
get a short one day. That'd be nice.
I mean, but yours isn't horribly hard to say. Like, it doesn't sound like you're spitting up.
Mine's also 10 letters.
Yeah, people couldn't. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way that I speak it. I don't know. Like, I don't care. I
I've
mumble.
never heard your last name before I met you.
No, I've never heard it either until I met Matt. So.
Yeah.
But my maiden last name, there's tons of those out there.
Yeah.
Fucking family tree doesn't branch.
Around here, not many do.
My God.
It's a wreath.
Stop. We're just rolling in circles. Ew, you know what that reminded me of? That stupid, what was that movie where they were sewn from their faces to their butts?
Oh, the human centipede.
Yeah. I don't want to do that.
We knew this family who quite literally, they did not
They
branch
all
off.
shared a tooth.
Grandma and grandpa were first cousins. And so the grandma and grandpa were like my great grandparents' age. And then, and it was a family that lived very close to my family's home.
Mm-hmm.
And so my mom knew some of the kids, and then me and my brother ended up through school knowing the grandkids.
Okay.
And my mom would always tell stories about being at, her grandma's house, at my Nana's house, and they'd see one of them.
One of them.
I don't want to say her name, but one of them coming down the road because she'd always try to come over and get coffee from my Nana, and my Nana could not stand her. She was just like, she's so annoying. So my mom,
I can see your Nana being the one type of person that just hurry up in the house and just shut and lock the door and pretend like not to be home, even though she just saw her go in the house.
Absolutely. And she was feisty too. She was real feisty. But my mom always talks about like having very vivid memories of being there, because she used to like live there all summer, and being there, and all of a sudden my Nana yelling, "She's coming, get down, get down." And she'd yell at all the kids and the grandkids, and if you didn't lay down on that floor and shut up, she'd whoop your ass. Like, you lay there, shut the fuck up until she leaves.
Don't you mumble a word.
And they'd lay there under the windows till she left. Mind you, there were like 3 people on this street. They knew she was home all day.
Right.
Like,
Right.
She's not going anywhere.
My gosh, that's funny.
It was really
like, where
funny.
did she go? Like, she was just right there.
She left all of her stuff outside. What happened? But,
ooh.
Was that the air?
Yeah.
I thought it was rain. I was like, what? It sounded like rain on the roof.
Speaking of, I never even heard that rain last night.
I didn't hear rain. I heard...
Apparently there was some thunder boomers.
I heard a big crack of thunder, and I saw some lightning for like a second, and then I was back asleep.
I saw on Facebook this morning, people were like, they took cover, the sirens were going off, everybody went into the basement. I'm like, I woke up at 3 a.m, like, oblivious. I had absolutely no idea. I was out on the couch. I fell asleep out on the couch watching, I don't know, probably Gilmore Girls.
Duh.
But I was oblivious to even a sound. Like, I'm just glad I had a house, I guess.
Have you seen the pictures of Gregory?
No, but
they don't have houses.
I was watching the video, a video this morning of, I forget what town is that? Grand Rapids area. Start with a K, I think. Kalamazoo. And yeah, they, it looked like fireworks in the sky because of all of the transformers just blowing.
Oh my gosh.
And just running up the lines. And it was like, holy cow.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom showed me pictures when I was over there earlier of Gregory and where the tornado went through, and it
did it. It was a confirmed touchdown.
Oh, it tore shit up.
That's terrible. That's no, I know they said something about in Missouri getting it too. I think it was Missouri. Anyway, but I didn't know it touched down in Michigan.
Yeah, I didn't know till I talked to my grandma. She hears everything.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh yeah, you didn't hear like all of Oakland County, all the sirens were going off." Like, I didn't hear shit.
Same.
I heard a crack of thunder and I rolled over and
I didn't
went
even
back
hear
to bed.
that. My windows was open. I didn't even hear that. Like,
Oh
I
my
heard
gosh.
nothing. Well, and didn't lose power last night, thankfully. I lose it today when there's nothing going on and the skies are clear.
Gosh.
Like,
that's the worst. That's when it makes me mad. There's no reason.
For what? Exactly.
Honestly, they probably shut it off to fix something.
Yeah, because it wasn't for like maybe 20 minutes. So.
Yeah. That's usually what it is. Or fixing something.
It made me mad enough because I was in the middle of watching something. And and Richard had just had his heart attack.
Oh no.
Again.
What's gonna happen?
And he had to have open heart surgery again.
Well, Kandis, spoiler alert, he's gonna be all right. I know you're probably worried.
I was very concerned because I lost power, and I'm like, well, screw it. I might as well go to work.
He's gonna make it for now.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness. I was very concerned. All right.
So,
are we ready to?
We're ready.
We are not. I'm fidgeting over here. Like,
Are you nervous?
I'm I'm fixing things that don't even need to be fixed.
You are very fidgety right now.
I'm fidgeting. Like, I'm looking for the hair tie that I lost last week.
Can we mention really quick how badly I scared the shit out of you today? That was real funny. I was really proud of that. So we were in the back.
It was mean.
I laughed.
You triggered a hot flash.
I did, too.
Those are bad. Who knew what they were connected to? Clearly, they're connected to my emotions.
Here, Kandis was staring
You have to go
to the Patreon to find out the details. But here she was in her own little world,
staring,
admiring. And I snuck up behind her right over her shoulder.
Probably saw a sparkle or something.
Right next to her ear. I said, "Are you checking out?" And I said his nickname. And she jumped about 3 feet in the air and whipped around, and she got all red and she's having a hot flash.
Called her bad names.
Yeah.
I did. She deserved it.
I've been called worse. It's fine.
Then makes Doug come over and point out how red my face is. Like, he's like, "What's going on? Why is your face so red? Why is your face?" I'm having a fucking hot flash.
Well, and I yelled to him. I was like, "I got her," because we normally scare him. I said, "I got her.
Yeah.
I scared her." He's like, and he saw it. Like, I whispered something. He's like, "What'd you say?" And of course he's walking with the thing she was staring at. And I said, "It was inappropriate. I can't say." He's like, "Oh, come on." I said, "I can't say it right now." And I gave him the shut the fuck up look. And then Kandis goes, "What? How did you say? What did you say?"
I was looking at the hot guy. Checking out the hot guy.
Just checking out the hot guy. So,
sorry, y'all.
Well,
I have
awkward.
no shame. None. I've lost all of my shame. I got married and I'm just like, look, I'm married, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. Not gonna lie. You know what? It was probably even before that because I don't have a filter and things go in my head and come straight out my mouth.
And then I just shut down because I'm socially awkward. So
Harley was feeling the emotions of this poor soul that I may or may not have humiliated.
I'm like, "Oh no," and he's so cute.
Again, you didn't know?
So today's story might be a little chaotic because for the first time, I'm not prepared. And that's because we changed our recording date like in the middle of the night last night. So she texted me at 9:30 p.m.
That is not the middle of the night, first of all.
She texted me at 9:30 p.m. like I'm awake. So I responded to her at 5 a.m.
It's like, I'm awake.
I wake up at 5 a.m. I'm like responding. So then we decided we're doing it today. So I thought I had like all day tomorrow to finish my notes. So I did my best and put everything together. It's chaotic, but we're
I'm
gonna
sure
get
it's
through
going
this
to
together.
be wonderful.
It's going to be great
Mm-hmm.
for everybody.
For everybody.
So happy birthday to you.
You know,
So I'm not going to tell you.
it's tough being 30, but here we go. I've never been 30 before. This is new for me.
It's exciting. Well, I'm officially older than you.
Oh my god!
What? Oh my god! I'm almost 31.
Literally about to be 30.
So
I'm so nervous. Right? I'm literally.
You're so red.
I'm so fucking scared. Like I can't even tell. I am so mad that my fucking big mouth ass sister blurted out what my fear was.
Thanks, sister.
Sister Jenny.
So I'm not going to tell you where we're going just yet.
Okay.
We're going to start with some history.
Okay.
And then we'll get there. So we're going to Tonapah, Nevada. And that lies about halfway between Las Vegas and Reno.
Okay.
Little town. It's about 67 square miles.
Really?
Which is big. But as of 2023, the population is only 1,938 people.
Oh, no. Sorry. No. I'm sorry.
What just happened?
I don't know, but all I saw were fucking teeth. And some kid just bolted out of the room. This is not a good idea. Okay,
Oh
sorry
God.
to me. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm reeling it back in.
That's okay. I'm loving it. And that's according to their official website. So it's teeny tiny. And you'd probably never hear of it if it weren't for the place we're going to talk about. That's made it very famous. So here's some relevant history. And this starts on May 19th, 1900.
Almost 2 days.
Oh, you're right.
What's today? 16.
Yeah.
So, yeah. 3 days
Very
from now.
Almost
only.
125 years
If
ago.
only. Dun, dun, dun.
A man named Jim Butler was camping in what was known as Tonapah Springs. And he had an especially stubborn mule who had wandered away. And there are several versions of this story, but the one that I found, like the most common one I found, was that when he found the mule, he was already pissed off. So he picked up a rock to throw at it, but he never did because he noticed that the rock was unusually heavy. So when he returned home to Texas, with the help of a friend who taught chemistry, he ended up finding out that the rock he'd picked up was actually silver-rich ore, which basically meant he just won the lottery.
Did he take it home? So he took it home with him?
He did.
Okay, good.
They were able to figure out what it was, and worked out for him because it turned out that there was an entire mine of all of this.
Oh, shit.
So the mines in this area produced in excess of 5 million tons of ore, and in today's market, this would be valued at over $1.2 billion. I know.
Holy shit.
So with Tonapah now a thriving mining community, but considering that this was, quite literally the Wild West and a very different time period, this came with a lot of tragedy, which led to the Tonapah Cemetery being founded in 1901. So we're going to talk about some of the victims that are buried there that might be some of the reason for some of our hauntings later. Among those buried are victims of the 1902 Tonapah plague, and during the plague, what started as chest pains led to death within a number of hours. And what they call them dissections were carried out to understand what was happening to people, and they ended up discovering a lot of black and hardened livers in the victims. The cause of disease was assumed to be pneumonia, which doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what they went with.
I don't really think that affects your liver, though.
And they say it was caused by poor sanitation. So, I'm not a doctor.
No.
Shocking, I know, with my IQ, but
I mean, you could be. You have to finish the last season of Grey's Anatomy, though, and then you can get your doctorate.
I'm so close.
We're just not ready. We're not ready.
Did you love that video I sent you yesterday?
Oh my God.
For any of you that watch Grey's Anatomy, I sent her a clip of
She's so fucking
Camilla
cute.
Luddington and oh no, I'm blanking. Owen Hunt.
Owen Hunt.
Oh my God, what's his name? I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But for anyone that doesn't know, she's British and he's Scottish. So they both have fairly thick accents. It's so funny listening to him and then listen to his American accent.
Right.
It's so good. So they ran through a scene in their actual accents, and then it showed them doing it right after in their American accents. It was so funny.
But hers isn't very thick because she does the podcast.
Hers isn't as thick.
What?
I said hers isn't as thick.
No, well, she does that podcast with I'll never be able to tell you anybody's real name. But
Jessica Capshaw.
Jessica, yes,
Took me a second.
They have their podcast that I listen to, and because they're like literally the best of friends, and I absolutely love that podcast too, by the way. But she she doesn't speak with an accent.
Oh, fuck that.
Rare. She speaks with a very rare accent on the show. Like it comes out, it comes and it goes.
Mm-hmm.
She said because
even in interviews she'll use an American accent.
It comes and it goes. But she said it's because she's lived here most of her life, so it only gets really thick when she's around her family and just like for people that have Southern family, and when you go down south, immediately you start picking up that accent. It's the same for her. So it's not until she's around her family or she'll talk to her mom or somebody, and that's when like you can tell like when she's just had recent conversations with family members because her accent's a little bit thicker. But
I wish
hearing
I
them
could
talk,
do that.
gosh, it was so cute listening to them talk though.
That reminds me,
I was dying.
This interview, sorry, quick tangent. That reminds me of this interview with Emily Blunt, who's British and then married to John Krasinski, who's American, and they have little girls.
Oh my gosh,
And
I love this story.
She's talking on a talk show. She's talking about one of her daughters coming in and saying, "Can I have some water?" And she does it in this obnoxious American accent. She's like, "No, it's water." "No, I want water." She's like, "Stop saying it like that."
Do you remember the first time you told me that story though?
No, I don't.
Yes, because I told you
love that story.
about my little pickle how she pronounces mom and dad. So it was mama, dada, mama, dada.
And all I could think about was the girl in Bridgerton saying, "Is she to breathe, mama?" Her inflection was so weird.
It was more so dada than mama, because, Brandon, she just kind of goes, ma. But, for Nick, it was dada, dada. Oh, she's British now. When did you give birth to one of those?
She pulled a Madonna. Look at her. Stop. I saw this thing. Oh, my God.
Here we go.
Sorry. Last thing, and then we're getting back to it. I saw this thing. It was a news story where it was like 500-year-old skeleton found in London wearing thigh-high leather boots. And somebody said, "Her name's Madonna. Show some respect."
Stop.
So funny.
They showed a clip of a picture of what women are gonna look like 20 years from now being buried. Like their bodies being all like all decomposed and everything, and it's gonna be just sorry, it's just gonna be silicone boobs and implanted lips and BBLs.
Honestly,
that's all that's going to be left of these people and bones.
That would be interesting to see, honestly. Yikes. Okay.
I needed that laughter because this movie scared the shit out of me.
So there was the plague. And then in the early hours of February 23rd, 1911, a fire broke out deep in the Belmont mine. And according to newspapers, the fire had started 1,166 feet below ground. William Big Bill Murphy was among the men who volunteered to go down and load up the miners to try to get them out safely. For a second time, he went into the now smoke-filled pit, to rescue his colleagues. But despite the fumes, he was determined to go down for a third time, and it only took a little longer for the cage to return to the surface. Eventually, when the cage did emerge, full of mostly half-conscious men, Bill was not with them.
Poor Bill.
One of the men said he wasn't sure who, but someone had fallen out of the cage while it was coming up. And, roll call, they figured out that it was Bill. His last known words before his final descent were, "Well, boys, I've made 2 trips and I'm nearly all in, but I'll try again." In total, 17 men lost their lives that day, including, he was only 28, 28-year-old Bill, whose grave in Tonapah Cemetery reads, "Died while saving others."
God bless him.
God bless. God bless Bill. A monument to Bill stands outside the Tonapah post office. And there's also a mural depicting his funeral procession on the side of, called A Bar L Western Store. Also buried in the cemetery is Sheriff Thomas Logan, who in 1906 was shot 5 times by a drunk gambler who was harassing a matron in a saloon. While Sheriff Logan was trying to remove the man from the saloon, the man turned the gun on him, but Logan managed to subdue him until help arrived, despite obviously being shot 5 times already. And he left behind a wife and 8 children. Another man buried in the cemetery is George Devil Davis. They say he was murdered, but I'm not so sure about that. And you'll see why in a second. They say he was murdered by his wife, who shot him in the back. However, she only served a year in prison due to the extensive abuse everyone knew he was inflicting upon her. So that sounds like self-defense to me.
Yeah.
Also among the graves is Bina Veralt of New York, who made national headlines after she and a friend made a pact to become wealthy widows. So they had a plan.
All right, we're pinky promising.
Deal. And they collected shoes and jewelry, which today would be worth over $2.5 million from the men they seduced.
I need that pinky promise. It'll be the 3 of us.
We'll do what we gotta do. Bina was on the run when she ended up in Tonapah, where she died of alcoholism.
Dang, I'm the first to go.
Truth. I mean, it sounds like she went out having a good time, though.
I mean, get it, girl.
Girl was living it up. She was Anna Nicole before Anna Nicole.
R.I.P.
Fuck this. Are you kidding me?
What did you see?
I don't remember. It's supposed to be Pennywise. Why is the demon bitch on the screen? Is she gone?
I don't know.
Candace.
Shirt is over my face. It sounds different. Is it a different scene?
I don't know.
No, it's not.
What? I'm sleeping here tonight. And I'm putting my hood up and I'm hiding.
All right, well, this is the room you sleep in.
No.
What's happening? There's bikes. They're back on bikes. They're back on bikes. Okay, we're good.
I'm sweating.
It's because your hood's over your face.
It's like the covers. They can't touch me.
Okay.
I'm going to have a mental breakdown.
They're back on bikes. They're trying to analyze what they just saw, so we're good. We're good. This was a great idea.
The sweat is coming off of me right now.
Okay. Same. Turn my air up.
I'm gonna cry.
Rightfully so.
Oh shit!
Did you lose your spot? Did I scare you?
You scared me. I don't even know why I screamed. I don't know what was on the screen.
I screamed myself into a headache. Shit. All I saw was That thing was literally gonna eat my face.
Matt's like, I check on them because they're screaming, but the red light's on.
I can't do it. The red light's on.
I guess they'll be okay.
We could be in here dead. That's fine. The red light's on. 3 days later, the fucking red light's still on.
Oh God. I'm half a page in. All right.
I'm not gonna look at the TV anymore.
Should we turn this off?
You know what?
Or are we is it just we're in it now?
We're in it.
Okay.
The people come for this. They came to see you terrorize
I don't know
me
how much
because you've led up to this.
Whew. Why am I scared?
I don't know.
Sign up for this. How much of this do I have to cut out?
I don't know. You're gonna.
I can't wait to hear how loud that fucking scream was.
You might want to not cut that one out. That was pretty authentic.
So embarrassing. Okay. Whew. So, Bina died of alcoholism. Real.
Back to the booze.
The pre-Anna Nicole Smith.
Oh, R.I.P.
So R.I.P. to her. God bless her. She lived a good life. So the cemetery obviously had a lot of different people in there. And those graves do include children as well. We won't talk about any children in this story, though. But they are there. So, the first star of our story here is a man named Clarence David, who died in another Belmont fire that happened in 1942. He was buried in the cemetery, and something interesting about our buddy Clarence here is that he was very well known around town for his collection of clowns.
Oh, see?
I love how you still didn't see it coming.
I was like, what does he have?
You literally looked at me like, are you going to tell me?
What is it? What does he got? Rocks? Sticks? What does he collect? Thimbles? No. Why?
Clowns.
Why?
So, decades after his death and wanting to do something in honor of their father, but also unsure what to do with his collection of 150 clowns.
I feel like I need to turn my volume down because it's going to get real loud for you people. I am not a quiet person.
His children, Leona and Leroy, decided to open up a clown-themed motel.
This is great.
Right next door to the cemetery.
Oh my God.
In 1985.
It only gets better.
And the motel was a massive hit right away.
Of course it was.
Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses was even filmed at the hotel. At the motel, I'm sorry. I might say hotel because I'm just used to saying that.
Wait, I think I've seen that.
You probably have.
Well, we don't really watch a lot of the bloody, gory things. So I don't know, but Rob Zombie did the Halloween movie, so maybe that's where I'm getting them mixed up. Because he did a Michael Myers segment in his filmography. So in 1995, what? I was like changing the subject.
Oh, well, we're back to it. In 1995, local couple Bob and Deborah Perchetti bought the Clown Motel, which they would hold on to for the next 22 years. And not only did they uphold the clown theme, but they added to it. They eventually brought the total of clowns up from 150 to over 600. And these clowns ranged from figurines that were only a few inches tall to stuffed clowns that are the size of a full-grown human man. Bob made the decision to retire in 2017 so that he could spend more time with his wife and their 8 children and 14 grandchildren. And he sold the 31-room Clown Motel for only $900,000 to a man named Vijay Marr in 2019. But he had the strict condition that the new owners keep the motel running and look after the growing clown collection. And they did. The Marr family comes from Las Vegas, and they're experienced, I think it's hoteliers. Fancy name. with a wealth of experience from around the globe, according to the motel's website. They are both dedicated and passionate about preserving the iconic Clown Motel and growing the world-famous clown collection.
I will never fucking go there.
Want to bet? Honestly, after some of this, I'm not so sure about it either.
You're like, you know what? It's not that great of an idea. I will fucking mother Annabelle before I step foot.
Have you seen she's on tour?
No.
They're taking her on tour right now. I think she's in Texas right now.
She's
all over.
Burn it up.
So since taking over the property, they've invested a lot of time and effort into improving the facilities and renovating the rooms. They've actually taken the motel further than just clowns. And as they've updated each room, they've given each one a horror movie theme, including It, The Exorcist, Golden Ager, Friday the 13th, Fear Unlimited, and Halloween.
Yeah, of course.
The movie, not the holiday.
Well,
And the other rooms are just clown themed with paintings and photos of clowns and drawings and all kinds of stuff covering the walls. And they also have plans. This article, I think, was from like 2021. I couldn't find an update to it. But at the time, they had plans to add a haunted house behind the property. And as of that time, they were offering $10 ghost tours.
Nope.
Now, do you remember how I mentioned there is a clown that is human-sized?
Yeah.
His name is Jolly the Clown.
Oh, yeah.
And he's basically like their mascot or their branding image. There are 2 Jolly Clown cutouts, each standing 19 feet tall on the building to welcome guests. And according to the website, before, the motel had a clown collection of about 800. But today, the Clown Museum boasts over 5,300 clowns.
Nope.
And when I saw that, I checked for world records to see if they had like the official one. But the last official world record for the largest clown collection was given by Guinness in 2017 to a man in the Netherlands with 4,348 clowns.
No.
But I found another place that that maybe I'll cover again one day.
Why?
Called the Clown Doll Museum in Nebraska. As of that time, they had over 7,000. But they haven't received anything official. Mar's latest addition is a gazebo next to the historic Tonapah Cemetery for tourists, guests, and residents to use for parties, birthdays, and wedding celebrations. So I think we should go celebrate the Big 5-0 in Nevada. I think that'd be a fun time.
What, for you?
No. Nope. For you. All for you. I don't know why I'm looking at that fucking screen.
Look, homie's got moves. Like, he needs a bra. I feel uncomfortable.
Oh my god. What a little chunk. He's so cute.
He has moves.
See, he doesn't have a boob crease either, though. Same, dude.
No, and he's got inverted nipples, so.
Oh. You guys gotta go on Patreon.
It'll make so much more sense.
You'll get it.
Talking about the boobs.
So, according to motel employees, the motel is supposedly built on an undocumented part of the cemetery.
Oh, that is wonderful.
So that could be adding to the haunting. And there are 5 rooms in particular that appear to be the most haunted and are actually featured on the Clown Motel website. Why is the music getting louder?
I don't know.
You're staring at
I
the ceiling.
I don't know. I heard music and I looked away. I'm looking at the cemetery on my wall.
Oh, fuck. Stupid idea.
That was brilliant. Brilliant. Who thought that was going to go over well? Fucking idiot.
This is what happens when you drunk purchase on Amazon.
I thought it was going to be fun.
Well, you're wrong.
Then my sister got involved. Fucking asshole.
Room 107 is considered by most to be the most haunted, and Bob Penchetti, the second owner that we talked about, agrees. Well, investigators were talking to the current owner's brother, Haim, I believe. Because as we jump through this is where it gets chaotic, and I'm sorry. I watched so many like paranormal investigator videos and them doing their investigations. So I pulled stuff from everything. So Haim, who runs the motel now, he told them that he was living in the room, the room 107, or at least he was at the time of filming. He'd been living in that room for 2 years, and he claimed to sleep like a baby every night, but others have had very different experiences. Haim also claimed, along with many other guests, to hear footsteps and dragging in the rooms above. But when the rooms are checked, they're empty. It got so loud and was happening so often, he would leave and go up there like somebody's getting in the room and the room would be empty. But as soon as he'd get back to his room, he'd hear it again. And as this was becoming a thing in a lot of the rooms, they'll hear it upstairs. If nobody was checked into those rooms upstairs for the night, he would actually give the guests in the room downstairs the key to the room above them. So at any time during the night, they could go look and see for themselves that nobody was messing with them. I'm not looking. I'm going to keep reading.
No, it's like I was like, oh, that looks like Monster House. And then the fucking door opened by itself.
Oh, no, thank you. I'll leave now.
I don't want to scream again because it made me, I felt like I had to go pee. No, my heart's racing. I think I'm having a hot flash.
Same.
That's what happens when you turn 30.
I'm telling you, it's rough. I am sweating, but this is the safest place to be right now. I'm telling you. I can't see shit. Don't tell me anything.
Nope, keep going.
The hood is up and I'm not turning.
So glad we get to talk about this fucking story. This is so much fun.
Okay, here.
Oh no,
so,
she's chasing him.
Just listen. Listen. Okay, why do I hear noises? Turn it down. Why is the movie so loud? I don't want to hear what's happening.
Gilbert Rose isn't this loud.
Where's Lorelai?
I need Lorelai.
Richard would
Rory!
Stella!
Wait, but why?
Sweating so bad right now.
Why every time I hear her screaming for Rory like that, does it make me think of The Walking Dead when he's hollering for his son? Carl! Rory! Oh.
So, room 108, which
features.
Fucked that up. Thank you. Room 108, which features a massive painting of Pennywise.
Why? He was just on the fucking screen!
Well, he's also on the wall in room 108. And he also has his friend Georgie with him.
And it's probably the fucking original. The
massive painting on the wall.
Asshole.
So, one night, the motel's very own front desk manager was staying in the motel. And he became severely... What, is that an ice cream truck?
I don't know if it's on TV or if it's in my neighborhood.
That's in the neighborhood.
Definitely neighborhood. Okay.
Should we go running outside right now?
Do you want one?
Yeah. Honestly, somebody might be waiting out there. I don't want to go. You're walking me to my car tonight. I'll make Matt do it. I don't care.
Matt will do it. He'll take
I'm scared.
A lightsaber. I'm sure he'll travel with a lightsaber.
I don't give a shit. I just don't want to be alone. So, the front desk manager was staying in the motel and became severely ill. He picked up the phone to call the person working at the front desk for help, and it rang and rang, but no one answered the call. So he called his sister, who dialed 911 for him, but it was too late. He died on the way to the hospital.
Aww.
And when asked about that night, the person working at the front desk said the phone never rang and even played back the surveillance footage, which proved the phone never rang. It was almost as though something was trying to stop his calls for help.
Dang.
Oh God, it's so dark in here.
It just literally got super dark. Oh, wait, I need ambiance. Keep going.
Okay.
Pay no mind to me. I'm just going to
Room.
be over here making a bunch of noise.
Wow, that's brave of you.
I know.
Okay. She's walking right by the TV.
I'm in the in-between. I'm in the in-between.
So, room 108 is considered one of the most active spots in the motel. And with visitors reporting disembodied voices, moved items, things going missing, this is all thanks to a spirit that has been called the Trickster, who appears as a 7-foot tall clown.
What?
He's a real asshole. This spirit is seen coming from this cemetery and taking the form of a clown to mess with visitors at the motel.
No. Oh, absolutely not.
They don't think he's anyone specific, or they haven't figured it out, but he comes from there. And he's been known to stand at the foot of beds.
Nope.
While guests sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and they wake up in a cold sweat.
Does he touch the blankets?
I don't remember.
Mm-mm.
Some visitors report nothing during their stay, while others refuse to even come back inside to get their belongings. That would be
done.
me.
Yeah. And you know what? I can buy new stuff.
There was a group staying in this room that I watched on YouTube. And when they got their key and went inside, just first walking into the room, the bath was on full blast in the bathroom. And it shows them turning the handle every which way to get it to turn off. And they could not get it to turn off. So they ended up having to go up to the lobby to get, I believe it was Haim who was in the video, to try to fix it. So he tried to get it off and he couldn't. So he took off to go get his own tools, still couldn't get it to turn off. So they ended up having to call someone else to come in and try to get the water to finally turn off. And they said this is not the first time this has happened, even when the room is empty. So then in room 111, which displays a massive painting, like the entire portion of this wall, of Reagan McNeil from The Exorcist.
Oh, Reagan.
And this is the room where a terminally ill man came to live out his final days. Like many elderly motel guests, doctors had given him a short time to live, and he did not wish to burden his family. So each night the man went to sleep, expecting to never wake up. Again and again he woke up to live another day, until eventually, as he told the motel staff, he noticed an eerie shadow would appear in his room during the early hours of each morning. And he begged the spirit to take his life because he just wanted to be done. However,
sad.
It did not, and it led to the man just getting frustrated, and he shot himself in the parking lot.
He's just fuck it.
So he was over it.
That's sad. I mean, when you said was he sick?
He was elderly and terminally ill. So
who knows what kind of pain he was in? He was just done. He was done. He'd had enough.
So then in room 210, that one has a painting of Michael Myers looking through a window at Laurie Strode. And in this room, a man suffering from excruciating back pain while on a long haul journey. This man who was from Arizona made a forced stop at the Clown Motel. And this was a physical condition he'd had for many years. And they'd struggled to find any sort of actual medical diagnosis for what was wrong with him. But for the first morning in many years, he woke up at the Clown Motel and he felt completely different. His back pain had lessened so much that he could barely feel any discomfort. He was so convinced the motel spirits had cured him, he continued to live there for over 6 years and ended up dying in the very room where he was cured.
Motel spirits.
In room 214, which is the Jason Voorhees room, this seems to be the host to a...
Hi, Sarah. It was Sarah.
I'm going to cry so bad right now. I just heard shuffling. I don't know. Fuck.
As this little fucking creature ran across the screen.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus be with us.
It was... She knows she fears life and all beings.
I feel her on that.
My girl needs something to eat. She's hungry. Fucking back to Jason Voorhees.
I'm gonna pass out. So room 214.
Listen, this could have been a daytime thing. Like we
honestly, it's not a bad idea. Seems to be host to a very mischievous energy. In the 1970s, a man named Melvin Dumar regularly stayed in the room, and according to legend, the spirit there took quite a liking to him.
I don't like legend.
Yeah.
I don't like legend.
After roughly 3 years, Dumar stopped staying at the motel, but didn't break the news to his ghostly companions. And now, guests staying in the room experience lights turning on and off by themselves, and their belongings being moved. Did he scare you?
Fucking Revan.
I saw him walk over too, and I didn't say anything.
Damn it. Why are you doing that, you butthole? All right.
So they experience lights turning on and off by themselves, and their belongings being moved or vanishing altogether. And this poltergeist activity is attributed to the spirit's frustration at not being able to find its old friend. So when some YouTubers entered room 113, the room they were staying in that night, this fucked me up.
It's fine.
They walked in and there was a life-size clown crouching on the table right next to the door.
Nope.
It's decoration.
Nope.
But who the fuck has that decoration sitting on the table?
I can't breathe. I need a paper bag.
And then they also caught on their video, right next to the bathroom door, there's a shelf where the towels are like just folded and then stacked. And in the mirror, while they're just talking and filming their conversation, the top towel, they're stacked nicely, and the top towel just slides off the stack, and they leave the room immediately.
The room? No, we're leaving the state.
Yeah, I think they went to
immediately.
Go explore or something. And then another group of YouTubers were in another room, and it was hard to keep up with which room they were in because they all usually get multiple and then like bounce around to different ones. So honestly, this is probably one of my favorite channels. These guys were great. I think it was The Boys was the name of the YouTube channel. It was really good. So it's the 5 guys, and in their video, there's a sad clown painting, and they wanted to turn out the lights and test the theory that the clown face would change when you turn off the lights. However, when the lights were turning off, a couple of the guys saw a shadow figure in the corner by the bathroom and lost their ever-loving minds. It was so funny. 3 of the guys huddled by the front door, just holding each other.
Rightfully so.
And then in the back of the lobby, like I said, we're jumping all around here. Stay with me. Just telling stories at this point. In the back of the lobby, while this paranormal group was investigating, a tall clown was standing and looking straight ahead. But then they looked around a little bit more, and then when they turned back, the head had moved, and it was looking to its left, which at that point was in their direction.
That fucking head moved on its own?
Yep,
no.
Apparently.
No. Absolutely not. No.
So then they went to explore the cemetery, and while there, because the cemetery is totally open to everybody at the hotel.
So brave.
Or at the motel. So one of the guys looked back at the motel, and his room was on the 2nd floor all the way down at the end, like long, walkway. And he thought he saw someone right outside of their room. And his concern was just like, it was a person. And he's like, why are they being weird? That's creepy. That's only our room is down there. You don't need to be there.
That was the was the only concern.
That was his first thought. And so they walked back to check it out, and like even walking up the stairs, and he's looking, and his friends were joking like, oh, he's ready to like throw hands because he was like, ready to fight. but nobody was outside of the door. And when they went in to check it out and make sure nobody was actually in their room, the door was locked and he was the only person with the key. But a ceramic clown figurine over by like the sink that's on a shelf was turned around and facing the wall. And it was not that way when they left. And then they also took an EMF detector to that spot in the room, and it did go off. I thought it was so funny. One of the guys in the group is Hispanic, and he goes, "I'm not doing this white people shit no more."
Same.
Like, I'm with this guy. People. These white people are nuts.
What is wrong with us?
He was so funny. And some speculate that the spirits are drawn to the lobby in particular. This is where, like, the rooms all have like their own thing going on, but the lobby is where the collection is. This is the big kahuna. And people speculate that they're so drawn to the lobby because they have the ability to manipulate the clowns to make their presence known. Now, the big clown we talked about before, that giant life-size man clown, his name is Charlie.
We don't care. He don't deserve names.
And you used to be able to pay to take Charlie to your room with you overnight. But people were breaking it, so now he has like a missing finger and like a fucked up foot. So because people weren't being very respectful with him, that's no longer allowed, so he just stays in the lobby. Mm-hmm. But his hands and feet are known to move quite often.
Yeah, so let's put him in a glass case. That would be fun.
He's sitting out in a chair right in the middle. And in another video I watched with a different group, there was a front desk employee named Christopher. And he's loved talking about the ghosts. He was super into it. And he said he sees his feet move back and forth all the time. Very common. And this was on Omar Gosh TV on YouTube. It's a really helpful channel. It was great. So during their time with Christopher in the lobby, he also shared that a clown hanging from the ceiling moves quite often. And there's a tree with like all the branches with clowns hanging from it. And that tree is also known to move its branches. And a ton of the clowns in the lobby specifically are haunted.
Of course they are.
And they're donated from people all over the world. One in particular is named Polly. And Polly is from Knott's Halloween Haunt in California. And she's known to give people headaches, make them pass out, get sick, and she gets very heavy when people hold her. So one woman in particular was holding Polly when she experienced strange stabbing sensations in her arms and pins and needles that led to her dropping her on several occasions. And there are two other clowns who were donated together, and their story is that they were in a house fire, but they were found in the rubble completely untouched by fire.
No.
And they, like, it showed them on camera. They looked pretty pristine. And one thing they mentioned in the video that's really nice.
Like Polly. I don't like Polly.
Is that all donated clowns actually become part of the collection, because a lot of places like, oh, donate them, and then they'll like sell them on eBay or something. They do not do that here. They just add them to the collection. They find a spot for them, and some of the haunted ones have their stories displayed beside them, so you can see what they might do.
God, you're gonna make me go there.
Well, when we go to Vegas, we'll have to hit that up too.
Oh,
it's like 3
my God.
One person in particular who had an experience in the lobby was the one and only Zach Bagans.
No, stop.
Go to Patreon.
Oh, yeah, fucker.
To hear the stuff. Okay.
There's tea.
So much tea. So.
Fucking Zach Bagans. Of course he had experience.
Duh. So Ghost Adventures visited the hotel in 2015, and it was kind of a weird episode. I'm kind of disappointed in it because Zach and Billy investigated the motel, but Aaron and Jay went to investigate an abandoned school in Goldfield, which is nearby. So it kept flipping back and forth between 2 locations, which was weird.
Oh, yeah, that'd be getting confusing.
Yeah. And Zach mentioned approximately 47,000 times that he has colorophobia. And that's how he kept saying it. It was so fucking dramatic.
What is that?
The fear of clowns, which you also have.
Oh my God, that's a thing?
Colorophobia. He told everyone many times over that he's so scared of clowns.
Yeah, well, did he give this reaction? Because I don't believe him.
He left.
Same.
He straight up fucking left.
All right, Zachy boy, I believe you.
So he sent, I think I said it was Billy. Yeah, he sent Billy out to investigate the cemetery by himself. Well, Zach stayed in the lobby with all the clowns.
Then I don't believe him. You wouldn't keep yourself in a fucking location with all them. Oh, no. No, you don't do that.
It's very funny. So he's in there doing his own thing. And as he was filming, he's like standing with his back to that giant clown. And he's got the camera up so he can see like right behind him. And he hears something and he looks and sees the hand that was sitting on the leg just slipped right off.
Coincidentally.
It scared the shit out of him and he got the fuck out of there.
Yep.
And from the parking lot, he called Billy and was like, you got to get your ass back here. I'm not doing this. It was very funny. So in the rooms, visitors also report hearing ghostly laughter and sounds of movement coming from other rooms. And this is not just above them, it's next to them too. Even empty rooms, they'll hear thumping on the walls. It'll sound like furniture moving, all kinds of stuff. The most infamous lodging available, like I said, room 107 is very haunted. And this is also known as the Fear Unlimited room. Personally, I think it looks the scariest. When I tell you the walls are covered in clowns.
No.
Covered
No.
in clowns. And they're terrifying, creepy, scary
you
faces.
Think? No, there's nothing there. We're good. It's a downtime.
Oh, thank God. So the room was closed for roughly 4 years following multiple deaths in the room, including murders that took place over the course of a decade. So it was just treated as a storage space for a long time. However, guests in neighboring rooms complained of loud noises coming from inside. And this is when next door in room 108, like I said, the owner and his brother, Haim, who runs the hotel now, were living in that room. And they were two of the ones for 2 years experiencing the noises coming from the storage room next door. So like I said, it would sound like heavy furniture was being dragged across the floor. Conversations could be heard in the room when passing by on the walkway. And things would bang on the walls at all hours of the night.
Why put yourself through all of that for so long? No.
However, good news. The room was recently reopened to the public and is now available to stay in.
Is
again.
it? Oh, I'm so excited for you.
Yay! So now we're going to jump back into that tour from Oh My Gosh, the channel, when he was with Christopher. Christopher gave them some great insight into all aspects of the motel. And not only did they tour the motel, but they also toured the cemetery. According to Christopher, back in the day, they had a lot of issues with the coffins washing away in the rain because graves back then were not necessarily 6 feet deep. So they'd get bodies just flowing.
Disrupting people's resting places.
Yeah. So some washed away, and because of it, some have been moved. And at one point, the entire cemetery was going to be moved, and they had a location, but it ended up not being moved for whatever reason. So now just names and plaques are at the other location. And as far as this doesn't look good, as far as I know, coffins were moved around in the cemetery and there is a fence around them now. But, with those escaping bodies, we don't necessarily know where everyone is. And a trailer park was put over where they used to be on the other side of the cemetery. And while that was being put in, bodies and bones were found. And one of the residents there is actually Christopher himself, who confirmed it is absolutely haunted. And he mentioned that the ghosts like to open and close cabinets in his house early in the morning, and EMF readers are known to go off pretty often. So while they were in 108, the EMF reader went off immediately on the bed as soon as they turned it on. He also told them during the tour that people get pushed out of the bathroom and the room in 108, and the remote has been known to be thrown in room 107. The spirit in 108 likes to be more active with the light on and calms when the light is off, which is strange. And while in the cemetery, while they all stood around a flagpole, Christopher told them a story of when he was scratched from one of the people buried in the cemetery one night. And while they're standing there and he's telling them this story, they have like the app out on the phone that will show you if like there's a figure or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they pointed at the flagpole. The flag at this point is completely still. There's no wind. You can see it's not moving. And the one guy gets something hanging on the flagpole, like a figure of a person. And they ask, or they say, if you want us to leave, move the flag. And it started moving immediately.
Stop. I'm out.
So they listened and they left.
Yeah, bye.
They'll be back.
No.
So
respect.
Omar and the guy he's with, James, it was just the two of them. They stayed in the Fear Unlimited room, which is 107. And not only are the walls covered in scary clown faces, they're also painted black. And there's a creepy bitch in the window. Yeah, so when you're walking by on the outside, she's like up against the window. It's gross.
Nope.
And in that room, there's a spirit that likes to hang out near the bathroom door. So while they went back to the cemetery, not on tour, just to explore themselves, they left a camera facing the bathroom to see if they could catch anything. So they leave it there and then they walk back to the cemetery. And the whole time, I didn't know they made flashlights like this. But apparently the flashlight they had, it's chargeable. And you charge it with just like a USB cord. And I think it's a twisty top to turn it on. And so Omar was walking with it in his hand, flat, and the flashlight keeps dimming out as they walk. And then his buddy James ended up walking the cemetery by himself while Omar went back to the room. And while he was out there, this happens quite a bit. He heard someone walking in the gravel behind him, did a full 360, and nobody else was out there. And then while they're in the cemetery, the guys end up making their way back to the flagpole. Again, no wind. And they asked again if the spirit wanted them gone to move the flag. And again, it moved. So they told the spirit to stop moving the flag, and it stopped immediately.
Get a clue. You're not wanted
slow
there.
Stop either. It just stopped.
Move on.
And then during their last visit to the cemetery, they spotted someone walking through it in a trench coat, which is a common appearance, and then the figure just disappeared. And they kept getting a lot of mysterious footsteps walking behind them. At one point, they even said it sounded like a group of men in work boots behind them. And nobody was there.
Oh, nobody was there.
And then as they're getting back to the hotel, like walking across the parking lot, I don't know how I feel about this one, but they heard what did sound like a gunshot coming from the cemetery. And they said there's lots of like soldiers buried there as well. So it was kind of weird. And then the one guy's like kind of sounded old, like a musket, but I don't know. And then while they're back in the room with that camera facing the bathroom door, they did catch the door partially closing by itself and the shower curtain moving. And then while they're sitting at a desk like against the wall, they start asking questions and getting relevant answers. And then they hear, "I'm behind it. I will be. And as this came through, they hear a huge thump from the other side of the room. And then it sounded like the bathroom door slammed, but it was still cracked just the way they had left it. And then they hear, "Write it. We won't stay." And then they hear a knock on the front door.
No.
So they open the door. Nobody's there.
No.
But they very nicely invite whoever it was inside. They just said, "You can be here, but you can't stay all night because we need to get some rest."
Brain damage.
And then they sit back
it's the
down.
only acceptable response.
You're going to love this.
Oh, I do too. I bet I am.
They sit back down and they hear more words come through, and it says, "A couple." He said, "Okay, a couple spirits. What are your names?" The first thing to come through is Brittany. All I could think was, "It's Brittany, bitch."
It's Brittany, bitch. She's back.
So, like I said, over the last decade, there were a lot of deaths and murders in that room, which would be more modern names. So they end up turning off all the lights. And this part was a little wild. Omar gets his flashlight back out and he asks if they want to play with it. So it's in his hand.
Dirty.
Literally, I said, him and James start laughing because they're being dirty.
Dirty.
So all of a sudden, as they're laughing about this, the flashlight turns off and then back on.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's holding it flat on his palm so you can see he's not doing anything. And then it continues to flicker. So he sets it down on the table and it still flickers and then stops. And then it starts going fucking nuts, just flashing like they're at a freaking rave or something. Brittany's raving right now.
Brittany, get it, girl.
So throughout this time, they continue to hear tons of thumps on the walls, words and names on the app. And they said it felt very heavy in that room.
Mm-mm.
And so, like I mentioned with the names, they did get other modern names especially. And they heard Brittany, Ashley, Sarah, Ronald, and Teresa.
Dang.
Could it have been people who died there? Maybe. And another group that stayed in this room, there were 3 girls and 1 guy. This is the one that scared the shit out of me. This one was a great channel. One of the girls, as soon as she was in the room, she started experiencing sharp back pain and had a tight chest. And while asking questions with an EMF detector, it would go off accordingly as they communicated and asked questions. Then they started using a spirit box. And while they were talking, the girl grabbed her chest again and asked if the person they were communicating with was shot in the chest.
Oh, God.
And they get a very clear yes immediately.
No.
Immediately.
Oh.
And it was a woman's voice. But both girls, immediately they looked at each other and they both started saying that they did not believe that the spirit was... I have the worst goosebumps right now.
Yeah.
That both girls did not believe that the spirit was a female. They could just feel a male presence, and both of them were feeling very anxious.
Oh, God, I feel so cold right now.
So me too. The one girl said, "Don't play with me. You're not a female." And as she starts kind of getting on it, like, don't play with us. You know, you're trying to trick us. This growling, like, rumble came over because, you know, the spirit box is crackly. It would make this weird, like, rumble sound. And then another voice came through and said, "I hate you."
Dang.
And then later, while working with the spirit box, they get the name Edward.
No.
That made me feel better. He's just living his best life down there, isn't he? Did you hear that?
Huh.
Was that me? Am I fucking crazy? Oh, God.
What did you hear?
It sounded like Matt laughing.
Maybe, no,
I
think it's the creepy little fucker laughing.
If he's asleep or something, I'm going to cry.
No, he's probably plugged in and listened to his music.
So they get the name Edward, and they ask if that's his name, and it says maybe. And then they apologize for, like, getting so crazy. They were just, like, really excited to hear this. So they're like, "Yeah, we're so excited." And they hear, "Thanks." And I mention these because they were the clearest EVPs I think I have ever heard. it literally sounded like a young guy just talking on a staticky phone. Like, I could picture what I think this guy looked like. Just like a handsome young guy.
Mm-hmm.
It was so clear. It was creepy.
Mm-mm.
But then another spirit comes through and they ask for the name and he says Ray. They then ask what he's doing there and he very clearly says the Mitzpah.
They're like just throwing out names at this point.
Well, the Mitzpah is an unbelievably haunted hotel in downtown Tonapah.
Mm-mm.
That is the other reason this place has like a name, is because of this hotel. You hear this is one that's on every like America's Most Haunted lists. So the fact that that came through is wild. That's another one I would love to cover. So then they ask if he's visiting from there and he says yes. And then they ask, this part fucking got me. They ask what his connection to the Mitzpah is, and he says Rose. So I looked up Rose.
Oh, God.
Rose, also known as the Lady in Red at the Mitzpah, was a sex worker who was murdered supposedly by strangulation with her pearls. She was a very high-class lady of the night that lived on the top floor of the Mitzpah. And apparently the man who strangled her was a jealous client who was also a former owner of the hotel who wanted her to stop doing her work. And she refused, and unfortunately he killed her. The room she was killed in can be booked by guests now. And guests who stay in that room often report feeling her presence, having their items mysteriously moved. What is he doing?
Laundry? Refrigerator?
Can you settle down?
Noises.
Sir, I know this is your home, but if you could not move, that'd be great.
Can you just stay in one place?
Just go sit down for a little bit. I'll like look at the wall. I don't know. So before talking to Ray, they did a little portal opening ceremony with the mirror.
Of course they did.
And they
Why not
asked,
just drum up any more activities.
so they asked if he came through the mirror where they did that, and he says, correct. So the fact that he said his connection to the Mitzpah is Rose, and Rose is an actual well-known spirit from there, fucking insane. So I did go and I looked up the former owners of it to see, was Ray one of them? Could it have been her killer and he's like stuck there because he did something horrible? I couldn't find a Ray anywhere, so I don't know. Maybe he was another client.
Yeah, just a jealous client.
Maybe he worked there and they just got along. They were like friends. Who knows? I couldn't find anything on him, but it's very interesting. So then Ray stops answering questions and a woman comes through. And immediately everyone in the room says it feels heavy and they don't trust her.
Oh.
I just got goosebumps all down my body again. But then Ray comes back and says, go back. And you can tell the difference in voices because his is that of like a young man, like 20. And the one they don't trust, they get a man that comes through and he sounds much older. So he confirms, they ask if he wants to go back through the portal, and he confirms that he does.
There you go, bye.
Yeah. Or is something stopping him?
Mm-hmm.
So then all at once, they have this, the things that they can put there, and if like the energy around it changes, it'll go off.
Yeah. Those like circle things. Yeah.
REM pod.
Yeah.
It wasn't a REM pod, but it was a different shape. It's something I've never seen before, but instead of like doing all the crazy stuff, the inside of it just lights up. It's like this cylinder thing.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, from what I understood, it does the same thing. So as this is happening, that starts going off. And as that starts going off, one of the girls says, someone just touched my shoulder. And then the other girl The other girl hears a noise in the corner by the bathroom and looks over and sees someone standing in the mirror looking at her. So she immediately freaks out and like bends over with her hands on her knees and just breathing. And when she finally looks back up, it's gone. So they ask, who was that? And right then they hear Spud coming through. And it goes on a little more. And then again, they hear Spud. And the girl whose shoulder was touched starts getting real weird. She's like, Spud was my childhood nickname. My dad called me that.
Oh, shit.
I just got chills again. And this is where the two men are coming through. The one that's older, making them uncomfortable, and then Ray, who they're fine with. And so all the other people in the room are telling this girl, like, call your dad. That's weird. You need to call your dad. Because she was worried. She starts getting anxious about her dad, like something might be wrong. So as she pulls out her phone to call her dad, they hear another voice, the older man's voice come through and say, no, don't, devil. But that was the one they didn't trust.
Mm-mm.
So they're like, and the light is still going off as well. So they're like, no, fuck that, call your dad. So she does, she pulls it out. You hear her dad answer the phone, and they don't share the conversation because she shared after that it was very private.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out her dad is okay, but he had just received some very bad news and he needed to talk to somebody.
Shit.
So perhaps that was Ray being like, hey girl,
Listen,
reach out to your dad.
Here's the thing.
And then the other asshole being like, no, don't. Which is mean. What? What? Fucking cat! He grabbed my toe. He's just staring at me. He was on the chair.
I'm just swiveling in my nervous swivel over here.
Sweat. I'm sweating again. I'm
mean.
sweating.
Robin! That's Anakin. Fucking
I don't even know who it could have been a stray cat. I don't know anymore.
I'm taking strays.
He's just walking around like, what's wrong with y'all?
Just grab.
Don't grab my finger. What? Come here. I don't have treats for you.
Control your animal. I'm sweating.
This is bad.
Oh my god, I hope these people love this one.
Editing this is going to be a bitch.
You're going to be terrified.
I didn't even think about that.
I mean, you can edit it here.
I might need to come over tomorrow and do it. Shit. All right. So, we're literally so close to being done. Okay.
Grab my toe. And I looked and there wasn't anybody there. And then he just jumped. Okay.
So turns out Dad's okay. And then just, a few last minute tidbits I didn't know where to fit in here in all the chaos. One guest woke up to find an apparition sitting in a chair in their room. And others will hear someone walking around their beds at night, but nobody's there.
Mm-mm.
Today, apparitions are frequently seen moving between the cemetery and the Clown Motel. And one specific apparition bears an uncanny resemblance to Clarence David, who the hotel was built for. I'm sure he's very happy with all the clowns there. So perhaps he's just investigating the legacy he unknowingly left behind and enjoying his clowns.
I'm glad for him. I'm so glad for him. I'm exhausted.
Same. People have also captured disembodied voices that have been heard saying, "We mind," and "We died that day."
Dang.
So, that's kind of sad. And then there's actually a news clip of a housekeeper who was being interviewed about the hauntings, and she told them that she was cleaning a bathroom alone when the shower curtain was ripped open by itself. And that's all I got.
I'm glad.
We're done.
I'm glad.
I'm done.
I've never been so happy for an episode to be over. My cats added to the excitement. I love that for them.
I don't even know what to say. Well, guys, that was Candace's birthday episode.
Happy birthday to
Very
me.
happy birthday to Candace. I hope you enjoyed
I don't
being
think I'm
scared.
ever going to be 30. Never going to make it.
Do you want to give us a hint for where we're going next week?
I wish I had a hint right now.
That's okay.
I'm in the in-between because I've gotten requests from a couple different people, but we'll see, because I am going to be staying in the spooky hotel. So
True.
I might, just get inspired and do some research there while I'm staying there and see what happens. And if that's the case, then we will be back in Michigan.
Well, that would have to be a few weeks from now.
Maybe.
If you're not going till next weekend.
True.
So I guess we'll just be
something
surprised.
in between. Yeah. I've got a couple that, been, hey, check this out kind of situations. So
all right, guys, we'll make sure to head over to Patreon if you want to hear our bonus episodes. We just put out another After Hours today, and those are so much fun.
Yes.
That's where the real chaos happens. You think this is chaotic? Go to an After Hours. They're really
basically unedited.
I was going to say 99% unedited. I might edit out like a cough because it's annoying.
Right.
But other than that, it's...
Or the pauses.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the pauses I keep in. Like, it's just raw, real. So that's a lot of fun. Head over there. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube for when that happens. If you want to get a hold of us, feel free to reach out. You can email us at hauntedthroughtheages@gmail.com. And if you have any stories, I know people have been telling us stories of some of the places that we've covered.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have any stories, feel free to write them in. We'll read them on a future episode. And we will see you next week for Candace's next episode.
Yay. Oh, and also thank you to my sister for suggesting this great idea of hers.
I thought this would be a lot better for me. And it feels like it didn't turn out that way.
It was like a double whammy.
I'm having regrets.
My fears just triggered yours.
I guess I have
we're in this together.
Now.
Like, we're in this together.
We
so
really were.
All right, guys.
We'll see you next week. Hopefully not crying. Bye.
Bye.